mining industry, despite its notoriety for understating the risks of its negative impact on communities and the environment, continues to be a sector that presents significant opportunities to positively contribute to national, regional, and global economic and social development. In a world where poverty, inequality, and corruption are prevalent, there are increasing calls for the mining industry and the private sector in general to play a more constructive role in responding to societal challenges. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, along with the principles of the Global Compact, serve as that clarion call for businesses to contribute more meaningfully to the universal challenges we face. To change current perceptions, the industry needs to reinvent itself by transforming its ideological approach to mining. The sustainable mining industry of the future appreciates that mining requires a long-term vision that looks far beyond short-term financial performance only. Broader societal, economic, and social interests are paramount. Fairer labor practices, including more equitable terms and conditions of service, increased and more robust community and employee engagement, better and more sustainable supplier development and environmental stewardship, and the promotion of a culture responsive to corporate citizenship, human rights, ethical and accountable leadership and management are not adversarial to growth and shareholder value. In recognition of the higher order role we must play, along with a range of stakeholders, including the active engagement of governments in our jurisdictions, we have made much progress in embedding the SDGs into the business strategy. The 2030 company aspirations, which are aligned to the SDGs, provide the motivation to develop the step change activities needed to drive both our business success and our contribution to society. In 2017, our Social Ethics and Sustainability Committee continued to be active, making progress in clarifying and explaining our efforts in relation to the requirements of the King IV report on corporate governance. All requirements relevant to functioning of the committee and management processes have been interrogated and deficiencies have been addressed. As in previous years, as well as into the future, safety remains a top priority for the board. While we saw record success in the first half of the year, the second half reminded us that the protection of people from harm and maintaining their well-being is a prerequisite for business success and our social and legal license to operate. We will continue to interrogate any work-related loss of life and introduce interventions which will achieve our aspiration of workplaces free of injury and harm. Similarly, the health of employees and extending that to include our contribution to improving health of communities where we can make an impact is receiving increasing attention. While our focus on environmental risk management to prevent impacts and harm, along with efficient use of resources continues, we have extended our approach to exploring innovative uses of the natural resources we use to conduct our business. This entails moving beyond focusing solely on the threat to finding ways to turn threats into opportunities which can create benefit for the business as well as to a range of stakeholders. We will continue to work on building trust with communities and society at large. This includes being open to community voices and embracing their ideas as they become part of and own the solutions we implement together. An important part of this is to help create the opportunities and conditions for host communities and countries to play an increasingly active role in the mining value chain through the support of local business development and local procurement. By strengthening the local supply chain, we create a foundation for local players to thrive and to explore opportunities to create value for other companies and even other industries. Building trust also requires that we continue our work to strengthen integrity within our own organization and the way in which we conduct business. This includes addressing gender parity and working resolutely to increase the representation of women at senior levels in the company. It also means that we must be beyond reproach in ensuring respect for human rights and the integrity we reflect as we conduct business with suppliers and other partners. In this sense, trust is a prerequisite to achieving and maintaining our social license to operate, and in turn improve our business success and sustainability. As chairperson of the Social Ethics and Sustainability Committee, I am encouraged by the direction we are pursuing as a company, and am confident that we will take the necessary steps to achieve our sustainable development aspirations.